Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Neil Mari. This is not a podcast. This is some real shit. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm gonna get to the video.
New season morning in my leaf full of Barney. Teriyaki salmon with some fried calamari.
Dear fellas, have you ever faked being okay to keep her happy? Yeah, I said it. Have you ever faked being okay to keep her happy? The easy answer is yeah, of course. Of course. Why you asking that dumb question? Of course I faked being okay to keep her happy, but is that right? This topic I got from the Threads app, and it was very interesting because, you know, I feel like most of us resonate with that topic. Because from when we was little kids, little boys, we was taught, man up. You can handle it. Stop all that soft shit. You better not be crying. Stop crying. What are you, a little girl? You a boy. Stop that shit. To the point we start associating our emotions with weakness. So by the time we get into these relationships with these women, we already got in our minds that our pain is invisible. Have y'all noticed that? It gets to the point where we can't even open up properly because we think it's just soft. We feel like, okay, it's sassy if I tell her what's going on with me. I'm acting like a woman if I'm open about how I'm feeling. And that's never cool, but it starts from when we was growing up. It starts when we was little kids. It's to the point where we will sit there and struggle in our own head to make sure the girl we with is happy. We think, okay, if I'm going through some things, I can't talk to her about it because it might stress her out. We can handle her being upset, but we don't want her to deal with us being upset. We sitting there thinking, well, if I'm sad about this and she already going through what she going through, I'm just adding more to her workload. She's gonna be worried about me and can't focus on what she gotta do. And we're trying to protect that woman mentally, but we messing our own selves up, not opening up properly. We sitting there bottling all these emotions up, and then once we let it build, we go from 0 to 100 when we snap. You know, in our heads, we feel like, you know, us men, we're providers, we're protectors. So we do what we can to provide for our families. And that gets stressful because we in our minds, we know, and we're the kings of our castle. We have to make sure everybody below us is okay. The way I look at it, if it's raining, I'm the one holding the umbrella, and the woman under me is making sure the kids under all of us is okay. But if I fall, I lose that umbrella, everybody getting rained on. That's how I look at it, and that is a stressful position for us, but we learn how to handle that. But if mentally we going through it, how can we live with ourselves if we break down? If we fall apart, everything under us could fall apart. And us as men, we have to find out a way to be more vulnerable, be more open about it without looking at each other like we sassy or something, or we emotional. Cause, you know, I'm a victim of it. Whenever I confide in my homies or whatever, you know, they'll be talking to me about some things. They'll be like, man, this girl is stressing me out. I used to be like, man, stop all that soft stuff. What is you crying over this girl for? That's just, man, find you another one. The whole time, they're like, man, you right. But deep down, they don't even want to talk to me no more because they can't confide in me. And I had to grow up and realize I have my own personal problems too that I want to talk to my boys about. I want to grab a beer, grab a drink, and just open up to my brothers. And if you sitting there tearing your brother down, you don't know what he going through every day at home. You don't know what he going through out here in his life. You know, man, man, it's rough for us. We have to get to it every day. Get to it every day. And you know, that becomes hard on us. So when we got a woman at home that depends on us. Them kids depend on us. Whoever we take care of depend on us. It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight on us. And us keeping that to ourselves will cause us to become lonely. And nobody wants to be lonely. I don't mind being alone at times, but I don't want to feel lonely out here in this world, man. And then most people are like, man, just open up to your girl. Your girl will be okay. Just open up to her. She'll listen. Men already know what I'm finna go with this. Your girl sitting there begging you to open up, be open with me, be vulnerable with me. It's okay. This is a safe space. And you like, okay, cool. And then as soon as you get to telling her like, well, this will happen in my childhood. This is what I'm stressed about. Man, this is how my day going. You start opening up, telling her things. And she's like, okay, cool. She's giving you advice and stuff. So you thinking, okay, cool. I can open up to my woman. It's all right. The second you make her mad, she'll throw something in your face. Like, you telling her, man, my dad used to abuse me as a kid. So it's just hard for me to do things. I'm so traumatized by that. And the day you make her mad, that's why your daddy used to beat you. Now you feel like you don't want to tell her nothing else. Is it a safe space to talk to women? I don't know. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't, depending on what type of woman you got. Women want you to open up to them so bad, but if you use it against us, it's tough. That's one of my deal breakers right there. Me personally, that's my deal breaker. If I'm confiding in you, I'm telling you things about my life, and you go telling somebody else or using it against me later, it makes me not want to even deal with you ever again. It makes me not want to open up, talk to you to the point where everything will build up. And like I said, you go from 0 to 100, everything will build up, and I'll crash out one random day because I don't know how to handle my emotions at that point. When I was trying to get it out to you, you was accepting at first until I said something to make you mad, and you threw everything I told you in my face. Things that you begged me to bring out, you used it to try to destroy me. Now this relationship is destroyed at this point. Because now I'll never tell you nothing else ever again. And I know y'all agree with me on that, because everybody's been through this with somebody. And then it'd be things where it'd be relationship stress. Like sometimes your woman would be the one stressing you out. Your woman be the one doing things that you don't agree with, but you try to keep it to yourself to avoid the conflict. What do you mean avoid the conflict? Well, if you're a woman watching this, a man will literally, he'd rather just deal with it in his head than to hear you nag about it, than to hear you get mad about something that he feels. For instance, if you women be asking me all the time, like if I'm dealing with them, what's something that you don't like about me? Every man knows I like everything about you. That's the correct answer in our head, but in reality, I can tell you 20 things that you get on my nerves about, but I look past it because I'm not trying to go back and forth. Because the second I say, honestly, I don't like the way you've been dressing, or I don't like the way you react to certain things. Instead of her saying, okay, I'll fix it. Well, I ain't gonna say all women, but just the ones that are not mature yet. I'm probably using the wrong word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. The ones that aren't mentally mature yet, when it comes to those things, they be quick to, I don't like this, and this about you. And now it turns into what in the world? You asked me to open up, tell me what I didn't agree with about you, but yet you start throwing 1,000 things back at me that you don't like about me. Now it's a back and forth. There goes the conflict I was trying to avoid, because I'm trying to be open with you about things that you asked me to be open about. Now we know never again. You ever told a woman, like, she cooked for you, do you like the food? You be like, yeah, the whole time it's a little salty. The day you tell her it's a little salty, she can bring to toss the plate, throw all the food away. Well, you can cook for yourself then. You tell her, man, I wanted chicken wings today. Well, go get some chicken wings. And since my food not good, I'm saying you want no burger today. It's things like that, which makes a man not want to talk to nobody. Makes him not want to even open up to their woman. Believe it or not, women, y'all be stressing us out sometimes. Y'all are a safe space and part of the stress. If you can be more safe than stressful, you're perfect. You're perfect. And I feel like most men will agree with that. If you can come home to your woman and she cool, she making sure you straight, she checking on you, you can talk to her about anything, their relationship is gonna last a very long time. But the second you start getting doing too much, getting mad when I try to open up to you, or you get offended by the things that I say, the relationship is gonna plummet. It's cool for a woman to open up. It's cool for a woman to voice their problems. They voice their problems and it's like, oh, yes, queen, yes, get it out. The second I say I'm upset about something, like, like what's wrong with you? What is you sassy ass? What is you sad for? Man up. But she can't tell the world her problems, but the second I try to tell the world my problems, they looking at me like, bro, anybody trying to hear that? You a man, bro, nobody give a fuck. And it just puts you in a mental state of like, damn, nobody care about me. Nobody care about me. And it's sad because most men go through that. Think about it this way. If you got social media, every day you see some woman ranting about something. And you just like, all right, she going through it again. All right, whatever. That's what's up. All right, she's upset about this. But you see Meek Mill say something, you calling this man Twitter fingers. Everybody remember Twitter fingers. Meek Mill complained about some stuff. All right, Twitter fingers, man. Y'all get on the internet and just be talking like a little girl, like a girl. Why is he over here on Twitter? I don't agree with expressing your feelings and stuff on the internet because the internet is not a real place, number one, and is a dangerous place if you can't mentally handle it. But that's what it is. It's like, where can a man feel safe to open up? And some people have to just act like it's okay for their own sake. Like, you don't even have to be for a woman. You have to tell yourself every day, man, I'm gonna be all right. I'm cool. I'm stressing out, but I'm gonna be straight. I can get through it. You gotta mentally fight it when deep down you just wanna cry it out. But you're like, man, if I cry, I'm soft, bro. I ain't no soft man. I'm not no woman. Women cry. Men, they, pick their chin up. Men keep it pushing. Men just like, it'd be all right. And it's hard to tell a man to be emotional if it's embedded in us. It's in our, since we was kids, it's just in there. It's just in us to be tough. As tough as possible. And I agree, be tough, man. This world do not care about you. But you need to find the people that do care about you as an individual. So when you picking your woman, make sure she's the right one. Make sure she's not emotional to the point where she's gonna use the things you say to her against you. There was times in relationships I had where I kept it bottled up. I stayed cool. And me and a woman would get into it and they'll just poke. And I'm trying to be cool. I'm non-confrontational. I'm nonchalant about things. I'm like, man, I'll be all right. And I let the little things build up in my head of what I don't like, what's getting on my nerves, things I don't speak up about. And then when it's time to express it, I don't know how. And it comes off as one giant bomb. And things like that can ruin a relationship. Things like that can make your partner like, oh, he crazy. If you're a calm guy, you know if you're a calm dude. If you know if you a hot head, and you know if you a chill, calm dude. If you're a calm dude, such as myself, you let a lot of things slide, but you take note. You let a lot of things slide, take note of it. But once you take too many notes, you gonna crash out. You gotta let it all out. You let it build up too far. You crashing out. You hot heads, and y'all gonna spaz quick. Y'all ain't letting nothing slide. But the ones that's more like, man, I'm not tripping off of that, man. I'm cool. I'd rather avoid it. I ain't worried about that. That's a dangerous man right there. Because once you get him to that point where he gonna crash out on you, it's a wrap. So women, yes, us men have faked and being okay to keep you happy. We don't want to fight with y'all. We don't want to argue. We want to make sure y'all are straight. If we care about y'all, we want to make sure y'all mentally are good. We want to make sure y'all good enough to take care of our children, good enough to go through your day, do what you need to do. We don't want you to worry about us, but we would love for you to ask how we doing. We might say, yeah, we good. Yeah, I'm straight. Whole time, we down bad. The whole time, we got $30 in our account and we gave you 29 of it. It's real, man. We be stressed. we be going through it too. And we would appreciate things if you just ask, you good, you straight. And then when we decide to open up, when we decide to let it out, when we decide to be 100 with y'all, just accept us for who we are at that time. Accept our vulnerability, because once you start accepting our vulnerability, we become more open. We'll talk to you more. We'll become soft with you. We'll be more emotional. And then when we get into our own little arguments, we're more open to apologizing faster. We'll be more open to understanding where the argument started, how we both can fix it, and the solution. But if off rip, we open it to you and you bringing it back up, you bringing up the things I've said to you, and throw it in my face or our face, whatever, it's a wrap. We don't trust you no more. It's hard to trust a woman when it comes to that. They're gonna throw it back in our face. It's hard. I said, man, we need our own little safe space. A lot of people just offer therapy. Therapy is a coin flip for me. I don't know. Some people say I'm not sure if I'm comfortable talking to a stranger. Me personally, that's how I feel at times. I don't want to pay to talk to somebody. I'd rather talk to a close friend. But I've been to therapy before just to see how it was. Honestly, it wasn't for me. I did try to open up a little bit. I'm just like, man, once I started talking, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be all right. Which it might have helped low key, but I just felt a little off just talking to just a random person about my problems. For some people, they need that random person to talk to so they can just get it all out. I just feel like if you're a man who needs somebody to talk to your boys. And if you got homies that's like that, like on some man up, you're gonna have to find somebody else. You're gonna have to talk to your daddy, a father figure, somebody that'll understand where you're coming from. That understands what you're going through. Because us men, we're very relatable. We relate to each other. We all go through mostly the same thing. Because why is this even a topic on Thread? You ever fake being okay to keep her happy? Why is that even a topic? And then the comments I was reading, I'm like, dang, all of us really agree with each other because we all have lived through this. So the decency we can have for each other is to protect each other, help each other grow, talk to each other. And then women, y'all just be supportive. Y'all don't know what we got to go through. Y'all don't know how it is out here for us. Being a man with all these responsibilities, man, it's tough. But we gonna find a way to push through it because we're men. I appreciate y'all coming to sit here and talk to me today or listen to me talk. My name is Nell Mari. This is not a podcast. This is some real shit. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.